Welcome back, everyone. I am Robbie.
I'm Jye.
And I'm Liam.
And a brand new horror film has hit the big screen, starring great Toni Collette, Hereditary. Here are our thoughts on it.
Hit it!
Come on, Peter. Let's just do it.
It's heartening to see so many strange new faces here today. I know my mom would be very touched and probably a little suspicious. My mother was a very secretive and private woman.
Hereditary was directed by Ari Aster, and it stars, as already mentioned, Toni Collette, and a lot of disturbing things.
Yeah, what is there to say about this movie that...
This is one of the most surprising films I've seen in a long time. Like, I could not pick anything that was going to happen. I've heard a lot of people say, oh, it's cliche, you know, I saw this coming, that coming. I didn't see a damn thing, you know?
No, there was a point there, I got halfway through, and something major happens. And then I was thinking to myself, where is the film going? Like, where's the film going? And I never lost that thought until the end credits.
Yep.
I had no idea where the film was going. It's so surprising. It's so disturbing.
Oh, it's shocking. Some of the imagery is just absolutely appalling, and I loved looking at it.
And there are so many things in the film that I personally, because I've only seen it once, that several of my friends who have seen it more than once have picked up on that I did not see the first time. And I'm really looking forward to watching it again to pick up these things that I missed, because there's a few of them.
Yeah, it's very intentional. It's like everything that was placed there, everything that is seen on the screen is there for a reason. You know, they don't just have something there that isn't utilized later or isn't like referred to. It's all very much, you know, this is here because it's important to this thematically or, you know, plot-wise.
Yeah, and the good thing about the film is that it doesn't spell it out for you. Like it lets you make up your own mind on what's happening and what's going on. And even though there's obviously a right and a wrong answer here, like I think there are several ways people can interpret a lot of what's going on in this film.
For sure.
Yeah, you've been pretty quiet over there. What do you reckon of Hereditary?
Look, I am not a horror fan, so I'm probably not the best person to review this subjectively. But look, filmmaking-wise, I can't really fault it. It is very well made. It's just not my kind of movie. I did not, when I say enjoy, of course you're going to like enjoy the experience. Like it's not like a popcorn film.
Yeah.
But I got nothing out of it.
But I think there's still, even though you say you didn't enjoy it, obviously I didn't go and go, oh, this is the feel good fun.
No,
film of the
that's
year.
what I mean. That's what I mean.
But I think it's perfectly fine for someone to say they still enjoy a horror film though. Like because I enjoyed this a hell of a lot.
It's a different kind of enjoyment though.
For sure.
But I think the best way to say it is I just didn't connect with it.
Yeah. Okay.
I was very impressed with, like I said, the filmmaking aspect, the directing, the use of sound and music was very, very good throughout. It is really a terrific example of a film foreshadowing what's to come.
Yeah, for sure.
I love the aspect how it didn't rely on stupid jump scares that every other horror film seems to do. If they're done well, have one or two, I'm fine with that, but they just seem to be a cheap way to get thrills now.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure The Nun is going to be a jump scare fest later this year.
It will.
Can't wait.
And, I mean, a recent one that comes to mind that I thought used jump scares minimally but still very well was the latest Annabelle, not the first one. The first one was horrible.
Yeah, Annabelle Creation. That was good.
Annabelle Creation was better.
I haven't seen it.
It's decent.
But this one, I was very impressed. There wasn't a single jump scare.
No.
And
Nope.
the entire thing is just building and building and building, which I did appreciate. But, yeah, I just didn't connect with it. There was some moments where I never lost interest. I was just never really overly engaged with what was going on. Toni Collette, I thought, was brilliant, and she needs to be Oscar nominated for this film.
For sure.
Which I won't be surprised if she gets it overlooked. Again.
I've never been really a fan of Toni Collette until, like, I think she's fine, but this one, her acting in this actually unsettled me. So, like, you know, like there's bits where she's like in despair, or she's really distraught, or just where she's like angry, and like I was watching it going, this feels so real that it's making me feel uneasy. Yeah, for sure,
definitely.
It's ridiculous.
And it's just like you said, it's just a really well made film.
It's very well made.
I think that
yeah.
It's got I do have a couple of problems. I think that some of the sound is kind of dodgy. Not the sound choices or the sound mixing, but the editing rather.
There's a lot of really noticeable
dubs.
Yeah.
There's a couple of really
especially one with
dubs.
Joan, where she clearly says the word room, and then the voice comes out and says house.
Yeah,
that was
it's
really
it's kind of strange, but and it just sort of made it look a bit amateur-ish.
Yeah.
But it's like all I can think of is like two lines come to mind, and that's pretty much it. Which could have been better, but you know they didn't do that. So, and there's a bit of dodgy editing. There's a part in the film, non-spoilers, that's just got a hard cut, and it feels kind of wrong because it's the kind of hard cut that a comedy would use. I'll elaborate later, but like a couple of my friends saw this and actually hated the movie, and they found it hilarious, and that was one of the parts that they pointed out.
Right.
And after rewatching that one scene, I'm like, yeah, I kind of understand it. I disagree. I didn't find it funny at all, but like...
I didn't find anything funny in this
no,
movie.
not at all. But, you know, there are a couple of things that, like, if it was just fine-tuned or tweaked a bit, you know, it would be even better than it actually is.
Okay.
You know?
I'm not exactly sure if I know the scene you're talking about, but I hope it's not what I'm
I
thinking.
think I know what you're talking
I hope
about.
it's not what I'm thinking of,
I've
because
seen it one time.
I thought that was a very powerful scene, if it's the one I'm thinking of.
Yeah, probably is the one you're thinking of.
But,
yeah. I like, and when it comes to horror with me, like of all the horror genres, like the types of horror, the ones that deal with like the occult and satanic kind of stuff is definitely my least favorite. So this film was not just the type of film that I don't like. Sorry, not just the type of horror I don't like, but the way the story was presented. Like The Conjuring will be one of the few that deal with the occult that I actually enjoy. But probably because it's much more of an entertaining thrill ride than this was. This one, it reminded me a bit of Mother at times.
See, I got a Mother
which
but I
hated.
I
so
loved Mother.
I hated Mother.
See, I hate Mother as well. I got a slight Mother vibe from this, but I thought this film was far and away much better.
I got
Yeah.
vibes from Mother and The Witch,
The Witch.
2016.
For sure, The Witch is very similar.
And I loved both of those films, and I loved
The Witch.
Hereditary. Oh, The Witch. Yeah. No, but it's just... it is very much like the satanic, you know, cult sort of horror.
And it's very heavy on that.
Yeah, for sure. But it's also quite psychological, which I really, really loved. A lot of people have said that this film feels more like sort of a drama, a family drama, and it's...
See, I didn't get a family drama at all from this.
I agree to a certain extent, but it's a very, very dark one.
Very,
Very dark.
I don't see how you don't see it's a family drama.
Oh, it's a family drama, but obviously, yeah, we're following the family, but I just feel like we're just watching them just going through the motions, almost sometimes with just Toni Collette being the one who's really pulling it through. Like, I didn't really find obviously. There are things that I set up that explain why they're not always talking to each other throughout the film, but
we should probably mention the film is set just like in the week following the death of Toni Collette's mother. Is it her? It's her. It's the grandmother of the film. So the film
kind
is
of important.
Yeah, a week after that. Yeah.
This is literally the opening scene.
Yeah.
Her funeral, wasn't it?
Obituary is the first thing you see on screen.
I think for me, I was lacking more character interactions amongst the family. Like there's that one big moment that we talked about before. Oh, there's a dinner scene. Yeah, see, I wanted more of that.
Yeah.
There's that one big moment about halfway through that you mentioned before that did shock all of us. And the way the preceding scenes followed, I didn't like. I didn't like the way that it was missing something. I was waiting for more interaction between two certain characters that never came until the dinner scene.
Yeah.
And
Right, okay.
and that was missing for me. Like the emotional side of the film was completely gone for me.
But personally, I thought it worked perfectly, and it had like the right amount of balance of it. But like, I can totally see, there's wanting more of that. But for me, it still had the same emotional effect. I don't know about you, Jye, but
For sure. I love this film a lot. I thought it worked. I thought the drama, the family drama, I thought that was perfectly fine. I thought the thrills and the whole, as you were saying, a cult side of it was perfectly handled. The film gives you so much to think about when you leave the cinema that, we've still been talking about it for days and weeks after you saw it. So, I love it. Should we go star ratings?
Yeah, let's go star
ratings. I'll go first. I really, really like this one. I've only seen it once, so on second viewing it may indeed go up. It may go down. But for now, I don't think it's going to go down, let's be honest. But this is one of the more thought-provoking, better films I've seen in the year. So I'm giving it 4 stars. I really enjoyed this.
I'll go next, so we can end on. I'm sure we're going to end on a high note with you.
Probably.
So, like I said, technically, apart from those couple of nitpicks we mentioned before, I can't really fault the film. Technically, like it's outstanding the way it's put together. It's just a personal thing with me. I just didn't connect with it. Like I said, I didn't like the ending at all. And it's just one of those ones I just walked out and it shocked me for sure, certain moments, but it just had no lasting impact on me apart from those momentary scenes when they come up and they're like, holy crap, what am I watching? So I'm going to go straight down the middle and give it 2.5.
That's fair enough. Going back up a bit, I think that this is an excellent debut from Ari Aster. It just constantly had me on the edge of my seat. I was riveted. I was compelled to know what was going on, even though I didn't want to watch it at some points, because it's not a very enjoyable film, but it's just riveting, and I loved it. Yeah. And I've been umming and ahhing whether it's like 4.5 or 4, but I'm not sure. So for now, I'm just going to go strong 4 stars. I think it's excellent. I think everyone should see it, whether they like it or not.
Oh, for sure.
It's to be seen. But I think it's great.
If you are going to see it, I do recommend, without a doubt, seeing the big screen, because you're going to get the full effect of the atmosphere of the film.
Yeah. And keep in mind, as Liam said, this is not a film for everyone.
No.
So please,
as evident with my rating.
Yeah, for sure.
Take caution when you go see it, because don't just bring your whole family along.
No,
it's not one of those ones.
This is not a film you go see with your parents or anything like that.
No.
As a fun family film on the weekend.
Oh, and I saw it with my dad.
Well, there you go.
Mom?
I don't like this. Dad, I don't like this.
What's happening? Enough! Don't you ever raise your voice at me! I am your mother! Please stop! Mom, what's happening? Make it stop! Make it stop!
I just don't want to put any more stress on my family.
Anyway, guys, those were our thoughts on Hereditary. Please be sure to leave a comment letting us know what you think. And keep an eye out for our spoiler review of Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom coming soon. Until then, we'll see you at the movies.